On the tideway, when you're racing, if you get a tailwind, then it's flat. Well, here if you get a tailwind, then it's rough, and it's quite a different experience, and we could see a few guys getting caught out with that. It's definitely a more intensive race. Here you're just competing for the middle, and inevitably everybody's just going to end up right next to each other.
What were you trying to do to try and keep the momentum going?
So I think we've just looked at how we prioritise things, make sure that we've got a good understanding of rank order, make sure that the guys have got a good understanding of racing, so that if we do end up missing, we've got something in the bag that we can refer back to. I think we've got a number of rowers who row close or very close to the way we want to, and it works. They are the people in the boats that are going well, they're producing the good numbers on the telemetry. We've got a few people who are strong athletes who aren't quite in that pattern, so the job is to do everything we can to lift them up technically to the right level. With less time available to fix those problems, I think that's probably where our initial challenge will be.
Was there anyone that really stood out to you today?
I think it's been the development of JP Dufour, who stroked. We didn't really have him down to stroke a boat, and because we lost one of the guys because he had to quarantine. Yeah, and I think he really led that crew out.
Our boat had a plan. We went out and executed it pretty well, and we sort of fell off a bit and just hit some rough water, but I think there's a lot of stuff to take away from today. We've definitely struggled a bit with COVID. We've all had to be pretty separate. We haven't been able to socialize in the normal way. We sort of, communication has just really been the biggest point. Just trying to make sure that we don't form groups and we actually do stick together as a team. It'll be interesting to race Cambridge here in April, and I think everyone's pretty excited after today.
I started out rowing in Rio de Janeiro on the Lagoa where the Olympics were in 2016. So it's definitely a lot colder, very flat. It feels much more like a drag race. It's quite a narrow course, and it's quite obvious where the fastest water is. So there's definitely on boat race day going to be a very tight and tough battle for the center of the course.
I think we've had a really good week as a crew. Obviously, it's been quite a quick turnaround after lockdown. With the tailwind, it was quite competitive. The racing was close. We knew that there were going to be moments of the race that were key and crucial, and we had to win. There was, a few clashes, and it's incredibly obvious here where the middle of the river is, and therefore the fastest stream. And it's, I guess, our job as coxes to make the decisions when it's useful to be a little bit more aggressive, or just make sure we're avoiding any situations that are going to damage the boat speed. We've got still a large group of coxes. I think it's incredibly competitive, and it's nice to be able to learn off each other. There's different experiences that we can all bring to the table. Whatever boat we put in on any given day, that we add value as much as we can.
It's quite a daunting stretch because it's very much a straight line, side by side, very much for a battle between the two boats where you kind of face off, and if you've got it, you've got it. If you don't, then it's going to be a very long race.
On behalf of Oxford University Women's Boat Club, I challenge Cambridge University Boat Club to an 8-oar race to be held
on River Great Ooze on Sunday the 4th of April 2021.
On behalf of Cambridge University Boat Club,
I accept the challenge.